Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Ready up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On play action, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
On third down, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And the Jets will take over.
Here we go, back.
In motion right is Wilson.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Watch out now. Stick with you. Strike. Check strike.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
first and 10, it's Hall.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
We're scoreless after 1. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Right, 97. Red, cycle. Black shot. Blue strike. Hut, go. Hey, computer.
They'll set up a throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
16 more on that one and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nicole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Second and 11.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Here we go.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll give to Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They're going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded right around the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A first down carry by Elliott.
To about the 40-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And right side, they're going to go option here. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
20, 10,
and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Elliott.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Okay, right?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. There's a nice move. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A big play here for Dallas.
41 yards.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
On play action, Prescott.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll try to run with Hall. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll go with the keeper, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. No problem there on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it.
But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas. It looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Right. Go, stand. Hey, no deal. Sit,
He'll drop to throw. He finds Wilson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
red, cycle. Check you. Black shot. Hurry.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Well, Prescott here to throw.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Prescott now from the 50. All kinds of time. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
My Brooklyn